marquee game in ladies basketball between Calhoun and Shelton State. That primarily the culprit, but you get your 20-minute warm-ups, and, well, you know the rest of the story. Here we go with the Bison and the Wildcats. Hi, everybody. Robert Williamson and Van Pettaway, the legendary coach, with us. Van, this should be another good one.
Well, I expect nothing but a great game because it's all we've had since we've been here. So let's get it on. And they're coming out in man-to-man, and they're attacking on the inside.
Edmund Young, Higgins, Mensah, and Powell representing the Bison. Bodie, Frazier, McGee, Alvin, and Granberry, the starting five for Bishop State.
Southern Union coming out in this zone.
Stepping out of bounds on his trip to the hoop, that is Bodie. And it'll be Southern Union basketball. Pulled off the upset last night, dropped down by 17 at one point in the second half, and then came from behind, tied it up in regulation, went to overtime, knocked off the number 3 seed, Coastal Alabama South. And here they are, taking on Bishop State, the 1 seed, with a chance to be a 6, playing the Lions, who have already won over Gadsden State for the title.
Which means if they're ready to play, they don't care about who's in front of them. That's just play.
Bringing it down low is Young. Feeds it into the paint, off the window for a pair. That is Mensah with a bucket and an early 4-zip Southern Union lead. Over it goes to Frazier, sending it down low. Alvin to McGee for the corner. Bodie ringing in the 3 ball.
He looked good on that shot. They had great ball movement against the zone. Reversed the basketball and got it in the corner for the shot.
Little tip away from Higgins, able to go back and get it. Hands it over to Edmund. Higgins off the rim on the 3 try, tracked down by Granberry.
Granberry on the drop off.
1 miss and 1 make.
Right.
Both
dropped it off to Alvin. Yep. Full court pressure.
Basketball already today, seeing the Lady Lions and the Lady Buccaneers win. The Guy Lions jammed in.
Brought the house down with that one. Deshaun said, leave me back here if you want to. I got something for the basket.
Sean Powell. 1 point Southern Union lead. Into the paint, the fade by McGee. Good, and we flip-flop atop the leaderboard.
Yep, good fade away.
Turnaround off the glass, no good for Powell.
A little too hard that time. Now here coming with a steal.
Up and in for Young. One of a couple of double-digit scores for Southern Union. Averaging right at 10 a game.
Yeah, playing all these freshmen.
McGee for 3. And it's tipped back out to McGee. Into the paint. Higher percentage shot, not there, but he drew a foul.
Think they're going to get Prince on that Prince Mensah.
First on Mensah. Marvin McGee, the 192-pound freshman from Douglasville, Georgia, at the strike.
81% free throw shoot on the year.
Bishop State was humming right along, 11 conference wins until the last week of the season, and then lost back-to-back ball games.
It's the wrong time of the year to be to be in a slump. You want to be peaking coming toward the tournament.
3-ball a miss for Young. Granberry pushing it quickly to the other end of the floor. Lays it up. McGee trying to tip it back in. There's a whistle and foul.
Yeah, they're going to get power for that over the back.
Okay, after a lengthy win streak, I'll ask the question after we come back. We got a media break inside the 16-minute mark, and we played 4 minutes of basketball and are still dead even, but currently at 8.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
Coach, you noticed, and the officials are looking, that is the goal where just a few moments ago Deshaun Powell slammed it in. It does look a little oblong or something.
They may need to pop it.
I don't know if we are going to get
no. See, it has a spring in it. It has a spring in it. They need one of the guys to just snap it.
Well, looks like we got a ladder coming.
Well, Paul can add that to his resume. He broke the rim.
Boy, if it is literally a broken rim, I guess you've got a spare somewhere.
Yeah, but it takes time to do all that. Oh, it's a net.
It's just a net.
Oh, the net came out.
It looks oblong to me. It looks a little odd.
Yeah, it does. It does look like it's coming down a little bit.
I think
on the net, get some medical tape, tape that bad boy up there, let's roll.
Coach, I think he's got some Walkmans or something in his ears, and he's doing exactly what you said. He's going to try to get it around that, and then he's going to stick a little tape. He's got some tape on him. It's on the top of the ladder.
Right. And see, if you've been around gyms long enough, you know how to do the quick fix until you can get it taken care of.
Who does this delay favor?
No one. It's still early in the game. It's 8-8. It's just an extended timeout. You're in the media timeout.
Well, I can tell you who doesn't favor the guys who've been here since noon today.
Yeah, it does not benefit those guys.
All right, they've done the cosmetics. They've done the work. We think we're good.
That didn't take long at all. I'm giving him a round of applause.
Well, that's why you bring a ladder to work. Four minutes, 6 seconds into the ball game in an 8-8 contest.
All right. Bishop is out of bounds under the basket.
And our gentleman that was handling the ladder has other tasks. So
that's right. You got to get back to his job.
That's right. We're waiting on him.
Okay.
Oh, well, heck, he's got an important task. He's running the clock.
We got to have a backup for the backup.
Well, it's actually good to see that even here, folks are multitasking.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the basketball, Bodie. Feeding it outside to McGee. Bodie for three, and he's got it.
Right, and that's because they ended up with two people on the ball. You can't do that when you're in the zone.
Lost to the paint, battle to get it back. Up with it is Alvin. Feeds it over to McGee.
Remember, it was an 8-8 game when you had the delay. We'll see who comes out of this delay.
Fade away, not there, but there is a whistle and there is a foul. Joseph Frazier from Leesburg, Georgia, going to the strike.
Yeah, they're going to get Williams on that.
Got a roster of 1, 2, 3.
Frazier's at the free throw line, and he's a 69% free throw shooter on the year.
5 Georgians, a couple of Louisianians. Got a Wildcat from Michigan and Arizona, and obviously a handful from Alabama.
Lane violation on number 11. That might be Prince Benstuff. One of 6 freshmen on the Southern Union squad. Bishop's coming out in their full court, and they get the steal, but they throw it right back to Southern Union.
Edmond picking up the dribble. Into the putback. Dylan Williams came into the ball game yesterday for Southern Union, and he was tough. As a matter of fact, at halftime, he was the leading scorer.
Oh, is that coming off the bench?
Coming off the bench. Has not started a game this year.
6'5" sophomore from Prattville, Alabama.
Apparently has been playing since the Christmas break, 13 games. I make that assumption. Could have been an injury.
Right.
Granberry, the miss, McGee, the mash.
Freshman had good timing on that one.
Prince Mensah bringing it to within 3 and will have a chance to cut it to 2.
His first personal team's coach at the line shooting one for Southern Union, Prince Mensah.
Mensah 14 points a game.
And shooting it at 74% clip. That's pretty good for a forward.
As a team, a 64% free throw shooting squad.
Both of these teams like pushing the basketball. Southern Union averages 75 points a game, and Bishop State does it at 77 a game.
Foul on the trip down, Frazier.
Right. That's Southern's 15th foul.
And it is Marshall that picks up the foul. Put in play from the near sidelines by Bodie. Back over to Granberry. Bodie with it at the timeline, able to get rid of it. Alvin to the other side of the floor and retrieved by Frazier. He stepped out though.
Sideline. Southern's coming with this. Southern Union's coming with this pressure.
go out of bounds in the corner. Tomorrow, championship games at 1 and 3 or 3:30. And in the ladies' matchup, it is the Lions and the Buccaneers. Men's matchup, Lions and either some Cats or some Bison. Fan down low to Mensa.
Good slip by Mensa to the basket.
Tie game at 15.
Some units still in this zone. They're doing a pretty good job of matching it up.
Over to Bodie. Bodie putting up the 3 ball off the rim. Young headed the other way with it. Mensa, there's a foul down low.
Right. I think he lost that. He got bailed out on that one. He got lucky.
Bodie committing the foul. Michael Hodges coming into the game for the Bison. Deshaun Sellers checking in for the Wildcats. Also, Kevin Kagbara into the game too for Bishop State. Marshall has it swatted away.
Yeah, they just clubbed that.
Stolen away down low, Sellers. Eventually into the hands of Granberry. Pull up from the strike, good.
17-15. Bishop State still playing this aggressive man-to-man defense. Good hands. Referees may have missed one there.
Foul called on Mensa. And that's a couple of fouls on Mensa.
Right, and that's going to send him to the bench for a while.
Kagbara on the 260-pound, 6'7" sophomore from Arizona. Christian Beam coming into the ball game for the Bison.
Right.
Kagbara 1 of 2.
Coach Brown, he has a concern about the disparity in the fouls. But that's just a straight turnover that time.
Bodie's got it. McGee taken away. Sellers, missed shot. Kagbara drawing the foul and taking another trip to the line. But that trip comes after the timeout. 11:52 to play, half number 1. Bishop State by 3.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Well, the view's better from the highest point in the arena, I assume. 18-15 score. It's almost reminiscent of the prior game in which nobody had a lead bigger than 5 through 40 minutes of basketball. That's
right,
impressive.
but that led to overtime, though.
Almost.
Yes, almost.
You know, we've been doing a 50-50 thing. Half the games have gone to OT. So if that trend continues, 40 minutes won't wrap this game up.
Right. I just think it'll be another good game. I think both teams are excited about being here. Both teams want to advance. And they're putting out a lot of energy right now.
Rebounded by Young. Over to Marshall, and Marshall gets fouled by Sellers.
Foul charge to Bishop State's number 0, Deshaun Sellers. His first personal, third team foul.
Marshall, fade away, a little too strong. Down with the board, Kakbara.
Good pass.
Wide
Good
open
pass. Kevin.
Marshall's got it out front. Handoff given to Hodges.
That pressure defense, Bishop State's turned up the defensive pressure.
Got a common thread between these two coaches, William Brown at Southern Union, Trent Eager at Bishop State, both. As that is dropped in by Granberry for the corner. Both were basketball coaches at Alabama Southern, which is now, of course, Coastal North. On the other end of the floor, an answer.
Stepped on the sideline. That court shrinks for a lot of people when you try to get that shot off in that corner.
Young to put it in play.
Good trap over there by Bishop, forces Southern Union to get a timeout.
A break in the action at the 10-11 mark, 23-18. Wildcats with the lead.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Higgins to make that beam with a miss, rebounded by Bodie.
He lost that going up. He wanted to do the half hook, but he's a big guy for the walk this time.
Here comes Bodie out of the ball game for the first time for Bishop State. Jeremiah Edwards checking in.
Checking in for Southern Union, number 11, Prince Mensa.
Prince Mensa with those two personals in for Southern Union. Marshall with the drive, swatting that away is Frazier.
Bishop with the push.
Kakbara, air ball on the three and camped out underneath. Tanner Higgins. Into the corner to Hodges. Takes it to the glass, trying to get the English. Kagpara with a board. Off the rim for Edwards. Kagpara coming out of the game. Eugene Alvin is back in for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think anytime you're that big and you airball a 3, you need a rest.
Launch out front. Hodge is able to get a piece of it, but tipped it out of bounds.
Well, at least they got it out from under their basket, but now they can play defense 5-on-5 versus having the ball under your basket, where one mistake it gives up a basket.
Three-pointer from McGee. It's too strong. Tiptoe to Mensah. It is jams denied.
Yep, ran him down.
What a block from the backside by Frazier.
And that was all out hustle that time. That's the prime example of never giving up on the play.
Young with the foul. Edwards missing the front end of the 1-and-1. Mensah wasn't expecting that boy. He just bopped him on the head and then hit by McGee.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to give up those kind of fouls.
Hodges coming out of the game, checking in for Southern Union is Kincaid. That is Brandon Kincaid.
Right. Southern Union needs to run their offense. It's time to see the ball go through the basket.
Higgins with a miss from the elbow. Cranberry's got it. Cranberry with a drive. 7-point Bishop State lead.
Good shot.
Big bucket from Young.
Yeah, they needed that basket.
All left behind, able to retrieve it. Alvin.
Defense is off.
That is Kamen Brown with a miss. Fed over to Kincaid, and he's bumped from the backside by Alvin. Edmond checking into the game for Southern Union. And we have got a timeout first. 7:27 to play in a 25-20 game. Got a group of Mobile fans, Bishop State fans, gathered over on the other side of the floor. You know how I use that? I mean, my reasoning, my logic, it's the green pom-poms. I'm assuming those are Bishop State fans.
I would agree.
May not be from Mobile, though. If you look at the roster, there are Wildcats from all over.
Everywhere, yes.
Young puts it in play. Edmond back to Young. 3-ball rims out. Drive to the glass. Kincaid's going to pick up the foul. And Kamen Brown will shoot his first free throws.
Yeah, Brandon didn't get a chance to set his feet that time. His body was turned.
First shot a miss.
Brown normally shoots it pretty good. He shoots it at 81%.
Drive to the glass, laid up and in by Frazier.
Yeah, this is very dangerous time for Southern Union. They got to be careful.
Swatted away, Higgins able to tip it back over to Edmond.
They're playing this swarming defense.
Edmond, the miss. Rebound belongs to Jeremiah Edwards.
Right in the middle of that zone.
Kamen Brown's going back to the stripe. This time with a bucket in his backpack.
Right, they were able to attack right in the middle of that zone and right at the high post. That pass got in and he was able to lay it up.
Bishop State winning by 24 the first time these two teams met, won by 7 the next time.
Well, at this rate, they're headed to another 24-point victory. If Southern Union can't go ahead and put the brakes on.
Almost sounds like a story we heard earlier today with Calhoun and Shelton State.
Right.
And we saw what Game 3 was like. Took overtime to win it.
Good pass. There you go. Execute your offense.
Mensa gets it back inside single digits. Over to Edwards, and then from outside of the paint, not there. Battle for the loose ball, stepping out with it. Yep. That is Devin McCain.
Good hustle. That would go over to Southern Union. So with 5:58 to go, they're only down by 9. They just need to execute, run their offense. Bishop State is coming to put the full court pressure on.
Pull-up jumper, Mensa with a miss. Rebounded by Marshall. Higgins asking for it out front. Mensa gets it. Finger roll for 2. Over to Edwards. And that'll be out of bounds off of Bison. Loading to put it in play, back into the ball game. Over to Granberry in a 7-point contest.
They're looking for the lob.
Granberry scanning the floor.
He doesn't see the shot clock. Doesn't see the shot clock.
Yeah, he was looking at the floor, not the clock. And it ran out on him.
Right, time and score. Point guard's got to know situation basketball.
Bishop State this year, a first for them in the top 25 in the NJCAA polls. That never happened before.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Marshall slipped, and that's the equivalent to a walk.
Oh, yes. Taking a vacation. When you go on vacation, you must take your luggage, though.
Well, when you go on vacation, you got somebody to clean up after you. So, you know, a lot of similarities.
These teams are really competing hard, and I like the action that I've seen today. I just like watching the athletes compete for a goal. Everybody wants to make it to that championship game, and both of these teams are putting a lot of energy out here tonight.
The end of the semifinals. Title game awaits the winner. Granberry out front, screen set by Michael Kennard now in. And Higgins will commit the foul. It's got Frazier about to shoot three.
Right, the Cardinals sin.
The second personal at the line, shooting three for Bishop State.
Frazier.
Joseph Frazier.
69% on the year. They want to make sure that they clean up that spot over there.
Michael Kennard, the Atlanta, Georgia product, handling things, while the Leesburg, Georgia guy, Joseph Frazier, gets ready to step to the line. Quick reminder, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And you could be watching the game on YouTube or the network. Either way, love to have you as a subscriber. A lot of stuff on JockJive, including tomorrow, the D2 championships in Gulf South District basketball. Coastal Alabama North and Palm Beach in women's action. And in men's basketball, Snead State and Florida State Jacksonville.
And that's down, the game is being played down in Florida.
It's being played in Bay Minette.
Oh, Bay Minette. Good fishing country down there.
McGee bringing it down the floor. Over to Granberry. Back over to Granberry. Inside 4 to play. Shot clock dwindling. This time Granberry aware, off the rim. That'll go out of bounds. Who did it touch last?
Referee's looking for help. They're going to call it out. But you're going to get the media timeout before they decide.
Media timeout.
3 minutes, 47 seconds left to play in the half. Bishop State by 9. There is the commissioner of the ACCC, Dean Myron. Dean is in the crowd. Now, things must be going really well for the commissioner to be in the crowd. You know, typically they want to find a table.
Well, he's over there. He's being entertained by Bam out of Birmingham. Bam is a Shelton State. Well, he's not an alumnus. He's a Shelton State fan. He follows them all over the country.
Everywhere they go, he goes.
Yes. He's got rings from Shelton State's national championship. That's a walk.
Bishop State, one brief double-digit lead. Up by 9 currently, a chance to make it 2 digits again. Granberry to Bodie, back over to Granberry.
Got good ball movement down in 1 second.
McGee with a lean in and ran out of time.
Violation. Yep. Good defensive stance by Southern Union.
Loose ball retrieved by the Wildcats. Bodie with a miss. Higgins finally up with a loose ball.
Southern Union's got plenty of time left on the shot clock. They need to execute their offense. Good pass.
Marshall turnaround, just a little bit short. McGee with it.
They got the shot they wanted, they just didn't finish.
Granberry got it back after the miss. Bodie over to McGee. Off the rim for McGee. Granberry, another rebound. As we near 2 minutes to play in half number 1.
Yeah, the offensive rebounds are keeping Bishop State offensive line.
Off the glass.
Now you got this double-digit lead. Very important that Southern Union try to close this half out on a positive note.
Turnaround Edmond jumper is good.
And that'll help you get to that positive.
Granberry back over to Bodie. Pull up jumper. And he'll rattle it in. Reach in by Frazier, tips it out of bounds. Halftime conversation with Troy Winders. That's what's coming up here.
Put the time on the shot clock. Southern just has to execute their offense. Good pick and roll. Over the back.
That's on Mensah. I think that is 3. Let's see who the foul is against.
That's going to be on Mensah.
Foul charge to Southern's number 11, Prince Mensah.
And that is 3.
Wow.
At the line, shooting 2 for Bishop State, number 1, Kennard Bodie.
Yeah, Southern Union's getting in deep foul trouble here.
Kennard Bodie, first of 2 from the stripe, inside a minute to play.
For Southern Union, number 10, Jaden Stevens. And for Bishop State,
Half number 1.
And you can't put Bishop State on the free throw line. As a team, they shoot it at 71%. And Bodie is one of the better ones at 80%. And I jinxed him.
77 points a game for Bishop State. Laid up and in. First points of the game for McCain.
Yep. Southern Union letting this one get away from him right here before the hand. He fell on his own.
Loose ball, able to get it back. Bison, by the way, into the game. New face on the floor. That is Jaden Stevens, who has checked into the game for the Bison. Off the rim for Frazier. and off the glass for the Bison. It is halftime of the half, a 12-point lead for Bishop State. Coach, I always ask, so might as well do it again going into the locker room at halftime. What do you got to do if you're the Bison? What do you got to do if you're the Wildcats in half two?
Well, if you're the Bisons, you got to talk about how you're going to defend without fouling. You're fouling too much, you're turning the basketball over. You got to be able to execute your offense. For Bishop State, all you want to do is talk about, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're halfway to our average. You got 40 points at halftime. We're halfway there. Let's keep pushing the basketball. Let's keep our defensive intensity there. And that's what has been the difference in this ball game, their defensive presence on the floor.
Wildcats by 12 at the half. A halftime conversation with Troy Winders, 60 seconds away. Great to have with us at halftime Troy Winders, who is the coordinator of women's basketball here in the ACCC. Troy, boy, this is the crown jewel of women's basketball in the ACCC.
It's here.
So let's go back in time, though, a little bit and find out about you, a little biography on how you got from where you were when you first got into the profession and became the coordinator of women's basketball for the ACCC.
Well, I started doing high school basketball 27 years ago now. That's a long time ago. I still work Division I women's college basketball, and I'm in 11 different conferences still work a pretty busy schedule with it. I'm actually the replay official for the Southeastern Conference, which has worked out pretty good since I'm here close for this tournament with their tournament going on. But I've started assigning high school basketball about 8 years ago, and picked up another conference, a NAIA league that's up north from here, River States Conference, and I also do the Southern States and the Alabama Community College Conference.
So you are, see, this has already taught me a lesson, because I made the assumption erroneously that you were directly a part of the conference, but you're kind of a subcontractor.
We're almost, all independent contractors. All of us are.
You bring up, too, something totally unrelated to your job here with the ACCC, but being a replay official. I mean, does that give you a unique perspective when you're watching a game? Can you watch it without thinking about the replay aspects?
No, I really can't. and there's so many things. At the higher levels, we rely on replay a whole lot, and at this level, we can't.
Yep.
So I think really we have to do a better job at this level than we do at the higher levels. And I've been really impressed with some of our officials, how good they really are on the floor. I might watch it and think, oh, we might have missed that, and then look at it and no, we really didn't. So, it's a different animal not having a replay.
Tell us what your duties are as the coordinator of women's basketball for the ACCC.
I'm in charge of recruiting new officials, training officials, signing all the games. I have an assistant that helps me that does a lot of work with me. His name is Charlie Huss. I would be amiss if I didn't mention his name here, because I couldn't do this without him. He and I are really good friends, but we work hand in hand together, talk every day about something. But we have camps in the summertime. We'll host 4 camps I call them ID training camps, whatever we can identify new officials. We're always looking for new blood to come in, and I say it all the time, we're training our replacement. That's really what we're supposed to do. If we do what we're supposed to do, we train our replacement. So I'm really pleased with this. Is my first year that we've done this, but I'm really pleased with our staff and how it's grew already, and I look for it to grow again this coming up season. But I'm pleased with where we are right now.
I'm going to ask you because I asked Hal Lusk, who's the official of coordinators here for the event, the aspect of officiating. I mean, you're losing officials because they are getting brutalized by every sport, basketball, baseball, softball, you name it. So how do you coax people into the business?
Well, some of it, some of it are former players, so they know that coming in. Some of them are even former coaches that have got out. We have a lot of former players, a lot of former coaches. But, it's not – some nights it's bad, but most nights are good nights. Most nights are good nights. And sportsmanship at this league, our commissioner is really promotes sportsmanship, and he supports us 100%. Well, every league I do. They support it 100%. So if we have a problem, they're going to take care of it. And I let my officials know that. If we have a problem or something is bothering you or we have an issue, just let me know. We can handle it. And they have. The commissioner does a great job with that.
Is there a distinguishable difference in the officiating? I mean, have you seen a noticeable difference and granted, I would assume in a high school versus junior college or college, yes. But I mean, across the board at a particular level, is there a noticeable discrepancy in officiating, say, at the junior college level? I mean, are they really good, really bad, or do you have kind of an even kill?
No, I think officiating is pretty good. Here's what I try to do, and you'll see this, I think, in a lot of our assignments. We try to bring some young ones on with some veterans, and they can kind of take care of the game. And if something's going on that young one needs to learn or isn't doing what they really should do or not handling it the way we think they're supposed to handle it, it can be handled. So that's how we kind of approach the game. But as far as officiating at this level, I think officiating is really well. I really do.
Let me ask, because I'm very good at asking dumb questions, but this is always, I've wondered, where you see officials at a baseball event, those same two officials in a doubleheader are going to work back-to-back games. They'll swap, plate, field, whatever. You don't see that in basketball. Is that exclusively because of the physical wear and tear and the stress, or is there another reason that you never see officials officiating back-to-back games?
Well, I mean, coaches get comfortable, officials get comfortable, and we might say things or do things that we really don't think it's going to be an issue, but it is. And so we try to – I have a parameter I can set in the sign-in website that I use that will not let an official go to a place more than 4 times a year. So that's once a month pretty much. So if I can override it if I need to, but we try to rotate and keep not seeing the same people where they don't get so comfortable with each other. I guess is for lack of a better term.
You bring up coaches, and I've been talking about fans and their questions and barbs that might be tossed towards officials. What about coaches? I mean, I'm assuming that coaches at some point say, hey, Troy, I mean, this guy did this. I mean, do you weigh all those factors in?
Absolutely. Every now and then, of course, they have video capability, so they'll send me plays on videos, or they might call me and talk to me, here's what happened. Was this handled right? Because, there's some quirky rules that coaches don't know that. So, yes, I have interaction with the coaches, but most of it is pretty positive, especially in this league.
All right, now that the event is about to begin, we are 19 minutes away when this is being recorded. Obviously, it is being played back in the middle of a game. So how do your responsibilities change from the point leading up to the start of the first game to after the first game start?
What do you mean? What do you ask?
From the standpoint, are you evaluating talent? I mean, the selection process is over, obviously, where officials are concerned. But are you now in that evaluation mode?
Absolutely. We're constantly evaluating. We always want to get better. I don't care what it is. And we haven't worked a perfect game. When you work a perfect game, it's time to quit. And I don't know if referees ever quit working a perfect game. So, yeah, we're always – and we're probably our own worst critics. Officials are – because we're harder on ourselves than anybody else is. So, yes, we're constantly evaluating. We're evaluating. They're self-evaluating. It's pretty for lack of it's stressful. They put a lot of pressure on themselves, and I put a lot of pressure on them because I want them to succeed at whatever level they're at.
At the end of a game, do they is there kind of like a meeting and
we
you
will.
discuss?
I will go in. We will talk about some plays. See if they got any questions about some plays or how they handled something. Absolutely, we will talk and discuss stuff that happened during the game.
All right, what is next after the ACCC for you?
I've got the SEC replay still going on, and from then I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm waiting on the email or the phone call, just like these people are, And that's another good thing. It helps with my assignment because I'm kind of where they are. I know what they're feeling and what they're thinking, and Hal's been there, done that, so he knows also. It's good to have former officials assign. I think it just helps the process.
What you do know is you'll be busy, I guess.
That's correct. I like being busy, though.
Troy Winders has been our guest. He is the coordinator of women's basketball here for the ACCC and a multiplicity of other tasks as well. He mentioned the replay, which obviously that's near and dear to my heart. Interesting. Troy, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Welcome back. 20 minutes left in the season. One of these two teams. The other's got more basketball tomorrow. A big game.
Right, championship game. And that's both of them have aspirations, but unless Southern Union can get to the free throw line in the first half, Bishop State went 17 times and scored 9. Southern Union only had 1 free throw.
Wow.
So you got to find a way to get to the free throw line. You're only down by 12.
And you got Minson in foul trouble with 3. And, of course, he the leading scorer in the first half for this Bison squad, and he'll get fouled.
Right, and he'll get to the free throw line. But, yeah, you got to shoot more than 1 free throw because when you look at everything else, it's about equal. But 11 fouls to 5, but the key is getting to that free throw line.
Minson there now. Leading scorer in the first half for the Wildcats was McGee. Coach coming up and saying, okay, guys, let's tuck those jerseys in.
Right.
Got to look pretty.
Everybody wants that clean look. I like it. And Minson, he's added to his total. He led him in scoring with 15 at the half.
Over it goes to Bodie. Bodie, Granberry, as well as Frazier, McGee, and Alvin, the same 5 that began the game, beginning the second half for the Wildcats. And you got Marshall, Mensa Higgins, Edmond, and Young.
You're going to get Marshall with that foul. He got the steal, and then when he tried to make a play, he lost the ball and ended up falling into the defender.
Voted to put it in play.
But they got to dry it up a little bit. We might have to send them some ball boys over here for the championship game.
We've had our woes, haven't we, in this last game? We had floor mops. You had a rim that needed some special attention.
Yeah, everything is minor, though. Everything is minor. Wow, they've taken Minshew out.
Conversation between officials. I think, and I really don't understand why, at least at the NBA level, or the college level, I think you need mics on officials. I mean, heck, you do it in football.
Yep.
Find out what's going on. You find out what the foul is, who it's against. And I'm not sure what the logic was for the delay.
Nope.
And speaking of the way that we do things now and have for years and years in basketball, I got one other complaint, and that is when you get to 10 fouls, the scoreboard stops acknowledging. I mean, if you go to 15, it's still going to say 10.
Yeah.
I don't quite get that. I'm assuming that's an old tradition.
Well, it's because once you get to 10, the penalty's the same.
Well, that is true, but, you know, we in the media like to know how many fouls have been committed. But I guess that is an excellent point.
Right.
Count the alley-oop.
Yeah, they've been working on that since the first half.
Might have done a little back damage to Frazier, though. He's reaching for the small of the back.
Right.
Still is. Marshall trying to shove it to the hoop. Down with the rebound is Frazier. They'll sling it over to Granberry, and Granberry will knock it down. And Bishop State just picking up where they left off in the latter part of the first half.
Right, every time Southern Union makes a run, they have an answer. Bishop has an answer. I think Frazier may have pulled something when he went to stretch to go after that lob.
Yeah, he's still reaching for the back of the small of the back. And Coach Trent Eager just said, hey, do you need to come out of the game? And he is.
Yep.
Edmond 1 of 2. Rebounded by Kennard.
You see, when you're behind, you need all of those. But of course, Southern Union knows that because they did it last night coming back.
Over to McGee. Tipped away by Higgins, but out of bounds.
Yeah, they got active hands now, so they've touched 2 or 3 of these passes.
Bodie to put it in play. Granberry with a lean in with the right hand, rebounded by Edmond. Over to Marshall, and Marshall with the left hand got the bounce.
That's a good way to get back in the game in transition. Score before the defense has an opportunity to set up on you.
Over it goes to Granberry. Coach William Brown, he was on the other side of half court.
He's trying to get his defense adjusted.
McGee, short range 2. Did Coach Brown just push Edmond? I thought he stepped onto the floor and he's kind of telling him where to go.
I think that's what the referee's talking about.
He did.
No.
Well, it's your player, so what is the ruling in regards to that?
But see, I didn't see the play, so I would.
Well, let's take another look.
Okay. Well, they awarded the ball to Southern Union. Oh, that should be Bishop's ball. The ball went off of Southern Union. He was pushing his player to get back into the play.
And it is Bishop's.
Oh, it is Bishop's ball. Yeah. But they said blue on the floor, though. Oh, it said off blue, yeah.
Tipped out of bounds and done so by Kennard.
Yeah, that's the right call right there. It should be Bishop's ball. It was off blue. I thought he said blue ball.
Well, I hate to say it, love Coach William Brown, but he may have created that.
Turnover. Yeah, he created the turnover.
Stolen away by Edmond.
They're still trying, they're still hustling. That's a hustle play, so you don't worry about that. You go on to the next play. Clock's running, the officials are stopping the play.
Is it just me, or does it seem a little discombobulated at the moment?
It is.
Over to Granberry.
But Southern, if they're going to make a run, they got to do it with their defense.
And there is a foul on Marshall.
Jordan Marshall, third personal foul, second team foul.
Yeah, they got to create turnovers. They got to create havoc, but you don't want to put them on the free throw line. They scored 9 points from the line in the first half, and they put you down by 12.
Good to see Frazier back into the game for Bishop State, and he'll shoot from the corner and drop in the three. I would say
that back is okay now, huh?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that back. Or if there is, I want back problems. There's a 3-ball by Higgins, but he stepped out of bounds first.
Right. It's danger zone once again for Southern Union.
Wildcats expand the lead to 15 going into the media timeout. All right, let's see if we can get a little YMCA action from our Bishop State fans.
The lady in the red, she's wide. Yeah, they get it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Got the letters wrong, but they tried.
They spell like me. 15 and a half to go. Handed off to Brown, brings it down low.
Good drive.
Young with a foul, that'll be 3 on him. Bison have got some serious foul issues.
Right, you don't want to keep adding up. You don't want to keep adding up these fouls now, because that will not allow you to get back in this ball game. And Brown going to the free throw line, 81% on the year.
Growing the lead to 16.
And he was 2 out of 3 in the first half.
Trying to get the alley-oop, but not able to finish.
Here comes Frazier.
Around the cylinder. Boy, it sure looked like he was grimacing going in, though. Jammed it. But there was something that happened first, and the bucket apparently not going to count.
They just calling the basket good, seeing the ball going the other way.
All right. So count the jam for Trey Thomas. I'll make that Deshaun Powell, who is now in the game. And I think the scorekeeper had to confirm too.
Right.
Deshaun Powell with the basket.
So it is a Deshaun Powell bucket.
Right. He had the tipped up. It was an inadvertent whistle. The official thought he was going to blow for a foul. But he realized that was 2 guys on the same team.
Over to Frazier. Back out front, then is Bodie with it.
Yeah, they got the corner shot if they pass.
Baseline move. Alvin's follow-up. Not there.
Yeah, with a swing pass, that corner was wide open. Yep.
Deshaun Powell with a foul.
His second personal, 4th team foul. At the line, shooting 2 for Bishop State, number 13, Eugene Allen.
Eugene's only shooting it at 53%.
6'7" freshman from Fort Myers. Home on the Little Fenway, by the way.
Huh.
Little Fenway Park.
Okay.
AA Park down in Fort Myers. Done some perfect game stuff there.
Yeah, it's nothing like Wrigley Field, though.
Yep. Never been, but can imagine the experience.
So as a child, that's why the only place we went, Wrigley Field.
Alvin giving it over to Brown. Frazier, and there was a little bit of a reach. And that'll be charged to Young. And that has got us to the immediate timeout. 14:02 to play. And it's Bishop State up by 18.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
A couple of former basketball players, now basketball coaches. Trent Eager on the Bishop State side. William, or a.k.a. Trey Brown.
Yep.
For the Bison of Southern Union. Let's see, Trent Eager is probably about 6'6". William Brown is about 5'10".
Right.
I would say they didn't play the same position.
You might be right.
Edwards over to Brown.
That was a quick whistle on that jump ball. Coach Brown was calling for the trap, and they weren't hearing it.
Trent Eager pleading his case. I wonder if Trent Eager has ever gotten a technical. He's such a nice guy. Mild-mannered. Loose ball wrapped up by Alvin. It is ripped away by Marshall. And there was a foul prior to the shot.
Yeah, that was 3-on-1. Oh, then I think they got to check. But, okay, the referee got it wrong. Coach Brown was talking to his player. He was telling his player to pass the ball. Then they're going to call a tech on Trey, but
Technical foul on Southern Union.
he misread that. Coach Brown was talking to his player who blew the 3-on-1, telling him to pass the ball.
I got a feeling there are some Coastal Alabama South players and coaches going, well, hey, turnabout's fair play. You had the technical called down here last night on a
was it a
Coyote?
Okay.
Yeah, that was on the bench, and it was actually, they maintained it was a Bison that actually said, and so at least you know there's somebody not sympathetic.
The personal foul has been changed to number 13, Jordan Marshall.
And Coach Brown is still going to Okay, let me.
I'm sure the official blew that. He. See, that's why you can't have rabbit ears.
Dropped in by Brown. A 22-point lead at the 12-minute and 53-second mark. Off the glass. The miss by Stevens.
But now the other thing with this that you got to be conscious of, you're playing a late game. You got to make sure your kids get rest. So if they can get this game in hand, he needs to go to his bench.
Off the window. Marshall makes it a 20-point game. Well, Southern Union was down last night by 17 and came from behind. Can they battle back from 20 down? Marshall able to get rid of it to Mensah. And Hodges.
When things go wrong, I think we got a cramp right here. Got a cramp. See, that's what I'm saying with the emotions of this game, with the lateness. But it's actually not that late. I just thought about it. This was supposed to be a 6 o'clock tip. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Because championship game's at 3 tomorrow, right?
3:30ish, yep, for the men.
Right.
1 o'clock for the ladies.
But yeah, you still got to get them some rest though. So it would behoove you if you got a 20-point lead, you need to start resting some of these kids.
And Bodie with the cramps, I guess, what is it, dill pickle juice? That's
right.
what I hear.
Mustard and dill pickle juice, yes. I go straight mustard and straight pickle juice.
What mustard, Dijon or?
In the French, it does not matter. No, it's regular, not that spicy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And French has got a. I can remember a few years back when a national high school game, the Kerryon Johnson from Madison Academy was playing on ESPN, and he had like over 200 yards rushing, but he kept cramping up. They brought him to the sideline, and they was putting that mustard down his throat.
Just ran to the concession stand. Give me a bottle of mustard, huh?
Yep.
Now, I got to ask, though, I mean, when you were coaching, did you actually bring a supply of pickle juice and mustard to a game, or you just kind of improvised?
No, we improvised with the pickle juice. I never brought – the mustard didn't come about until toward the end of my career. But pickle juice was already there because of our cafeteria. They provided us with a 5-gallon bucket of the juice for pickles.
Wow. Well, Bodie's got to be sipping on something like that as he's recovering from cramps.
Right. Well, if they don't need him in this game, you just get him plenty of fluids, and he'll be ready for tomorrow. Electrolytes, water, some mustard.
He is still trying to stretch out those calves.
Oh, that was pretty intense. When he jumped up, you saw it flex.
11:51 to play. Got a media break. The Wildcats up by 20. Just about all white Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Too many people on
Shooting the 1-and-1 is Frazier. And he will earn the bonus. Beam checking into the game for Southern Union. And Frazier going 2 for 2.
Bishop does a good job of applying pressure. They don't give you a chance to settle in.
Beam able to get rid of it to Edmond. Foul called on Frazier.
Bishop State foul. Charge to number 3, Joseph Frazier. His first personal, third team foul. And the line shooting 2 for Southern
First foul on Frazier is Edmond will shoot.
Well, with Bean on the floor, we know Southern Union's not going to be doing too much pressing.
To the scores table is Seth Granberry.
And now you'll probably see Bishop start working his clock.
Fed into the corner trying to get it over to Jeremiah Edwards. Bison making some wholesale substitutions as Marshall's back in, Mensa's back in, and Young.
Right, give Bean some experience. He's a freshman, 7-footer. 7-footers will never develop as long as they're on the bench, so you got to play the kid. Get him some meaningful minutes. Get him some touches in the paint.
Young drives, trying to whip it over to Young. Instead, it is stolen away by Granberry. Jammed in by Sellers. Young with a miss, trying to put it back onto the floor was Edwards.
It's safe to say this one is getting away from Southern Union. But the kids haven't given up. They're fighting.
In play to Marshall. Out to set the screen, Bean. Marshall's
pass.
Over it goes to Mensa. Granberry trying to lay it up and in. Marshall flicking it over to Young.
Beam had a lot to do with him missing that one.
Top of the key 3. Antonio Young.
So you got another 20.
I'll go out of bounds. Last touch Beam. Alvin coming out of the game, checking into the game. Darian Salary. Also in is Kamen Brown. Out front to Granberry.
They got to extend their pressure.
Edwards back over to Granberry. Pull-up jumper counted for Granberry. Millington, Tennessee product. Little suburb of Memphis. Off the rim. Grabbed by Edwards, handed over to Granberry.
Yep, Bishop can take their time and they can take the clock down.
Granberry for three, off the rim. Rebounded by Kincaid. Over it goes to Higgins. Flips it to Young. And a reach, I believe, by Salary. Let's see. It's going to be the foul committed. Yes, it is Salary.
That's going to put Antonio Young at the free throw line.
For Southern Union, number 1, Antonio Young.
Antonio Young. Trimming it to 20. We are getting into that area where time left and margin of deficit.
Right.
Just odds aren't with you.
Right. That's why you got to turn up the defensive intensity. You got to put together multiple stops. That's one of them.
There's the turnover. There's the two.
You got to have multiple stops. Got another turnover.
Get an opportunity to trim it to 15. Well, that certainly starts changing the odds when it's a 15-point game with 8 minutes to play versus a 20 or 25.
Right. When you get off that magical 20, you can start whittling it down.
Over to Marshall. Marshall the bucket and the foul.
Good out of bounds play. Coach Brown and his people, that's a great out of bounds play.
Chance to make it a 14-point game. Kincaid back into the ball game. Higgins will exit. Well, all of a sudden, 14 with 8 to play sounds a lot different than 20.
Yes. And they're still here with this full court pressure.
Tip back in. That was Alvin with the tip.
But you still got to attack. You got to attack.
Fade away. Off the rim and glass. Kincaid the board. And Frazier the foul. They're going to charge McGee with a foul, not Frazier. Next to the last media break. 7:54 to play. Lead 16. Bison still in the game. Still a chance for the Bison.
Oh, yes.
16-point ball game. Kincaid at the stripe.
They only have him down here as a 48% free throw shooter.
In the line for Southern Union, number 25, Brandon Kincaid, shooting 2.
Sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia. fouls coming into the game. Out of the game goes Marshall. Kincaid with a couple of misses. But able to get it back on the Bison. Over it goes to Young. From the top of the key, 3. In and out.
Rebound by Kincaid. Good rebound by Kincaid.
Drew the foul, goes back to the strike. Says, okay, I learned from my mistakes on the previous trip. Ready to try to drop in the and one. Edmond to the scorer's table, into the game for the Bison. In and out on the extra. So it will stay a 14-point game. McGee trying to get the reverse. Got the underneath of the backboard. Battle for the loose ball.
They're going to get a push over there. That's
charged to Young. And that's it for Young.
His 5th personal foul. Team foul number 9. At the line shooting 1-1 for Bishop State number 4, Marvin McGee.
So Young is out of the game. You got Minzer with foul problems. Higgins checking back in, and Minzer with his foul issues coming back into the game. Kincaid is out. Also Stevens checking out of the game.
right. Coach Brown's trying to get a little speed back on the floor. They're going to try, with 7:28 to go, they're going to go one more push.
McGee missing the front end of the 1-and-1. Marshall pushes, knocks it down.
Yep. At this point, that's the best thing to do, to attack the basket.
And a chance to make it an 11-point game.
But it would help if you could put your free throws down.
Well, you had Kincaid missing 3.
Right.
Now you got Marshall at the strike. What are you talking about? If Kincaid makes all 3, you got a single-digit game.
Marshall might do a little better. On the season, he's shooting it at 77%. And Coach Brown will keep this same lineup. Well, no, he does have a sub coming in.
That is Kincaid. Marshall capping off the 3. Comes out of the game.
That's probably a defensive substitution, keep it from getting a foul.
Granberry at midcourt.
Yeah, psychologically, if they can get it under double digits, it'll really help.
Brown leans in, got the roll and bounce.
Now they're coming with their pressure.
Hodges, that's a 3.
Look out, it's a 10-point game.
Half of the 20-point advantage gone in the span of 2 minutes. Kincaid committing the foul. Frazier at the line shooting 2, and he's working on those calves, pulling at the toes.
Right. Because these kids, they're expending a lot of energy out there, offensive and defensive.
We haven't seen Bodie since he left the game with calf cramps, and he's still on the sidelines. Doing his best to do some self-therapy to try to get those calves floor ready.
Yep. So, Bishop's going to go back to this zone now to try to change the tempo. The other thing to do it causes Southern Union to spend more time.
Stolen away. Hodges trying to get it back to the other end of the floor. Frazier swatted away by Marshall, and the follow-up is good from Sellers. Spin move Marshall, feeds it to Kincaid, jams it in. Dumped underneath to Sellers. And floated in by Brown. Wildcats asking for time. A 14-point Bishop State lead. 5:37 to go.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
To go in the game. 14-point lead. It's been reduced to as much as 10 in the second half. Marshall putting it in play, and Edmond will pick it up at the last possible moment.
Bishop's going to remain in this zone to make him spend some time trying to figure it out.
Air ball, Frazier's got it to the other end of the floor to Sellers. And that is out of bounds off of McCain. Back over to Marshall. And that is going to be a Kennard foul.
Right. It's going to put Hopkins. Marshall at the line. 77% on the year.
Missing the front end of the 1-and-1. Next Bishop State foul, you won't have to worry about earning the bonus. It'll be given to you.
So Bishop's going to try to run some clock.
Brown into the paint, leans in. Kincaid defending. Tip not there for Sellers. Wrapped up by Kennard. And Kennard fouled by Kincaid.
Yeah, they're banging in there. Everybody wants that basketball.
At the line, shooting 2, Bishop State number 5, Michael Kennard.
Kennard, the 6'7", 218-pound sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia.
And number 5, Dylan Williams.
extending the lead to 15. Rebounded by Dylan Williams, who has checked in. Tipped into the backcourt, out of bounds. It will last touch Brown.
Right, Bishop still has active hands. They're not satisfied with their lead. They want to put more points on the board. They're still playing a very aggressive form of basketball.
Marshall has it stripped away. Sellers going the other way, flips it over to McCain, and McCain the bucket. And the Wildcats weathered the storm.
Right. Back up to 17.
Lead was 20, took it to 10, back up. As Coach mentioned, to 17. Marshall off the rim. Sellers over to McCain.
It's clock time now for Bishop.
Stolen away, Mensah. And it is blocked by Sellers. McCain over to Frazier.
Coach telling him to hold it up.
And there was a foul on Edmond. And that will take us to the last media timeout of the game. They came back from 17 down last night, but it was with 14 minutes to play.
Right. They made a run tonight, just don't have not enough time, not enough horses. And
fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
Three minutes and 13 seconds left. Bison trying to pull off the improbable. Frazier going to the stripe in a 17-point game. Bishop State trying to punch that ticket. Get a date with the Lions tomorrow.
I think it's safe to say that they have that date.
18-point lead, 3 minutes, 13 seconds. I mean, I know they cut 10 off of a lead in 2 minutes. Anything's possible, but yeah, doesn't fit into the realm of probable. 2 regular season wins. Wildcats over the Bison. Now trying to get a postseason win. Out of bounds off Brown. And the Wildcats too. I mean, they don't want Southern Union to score, but they're perfectly content with these long possessions.
Right.
Right now, halfway through the shot clock. Williams feeding it to Edmond, back to Williams, now into single digits.
And that's what Bishop didn't need to do. They don't need to foul. You want to keep that clock. The clock is your friend. You want to keep it running.
Jordan Marshall.
Jordan Marshall trying to narrow the gap. A free throw at a time. Couple of Marshall free throws. He'll come out of the game and Kincaid will check in.
They're still not giving up. They're trying their best.
Off Hodges and out of bounds.
And see, with all these freshmen on the floor, Coach Brown's got to feel good about his future too.
Wildcats calling a timeout with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. Wildcats and Bison last game on a Friday at Sproggins Hall at the University of Alabama in Huntsville.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
We're going to foul away from the play, and it's going to be charged to Mensah. Happened right here in midcourt. That'll be his fourth.
Right, he's played a pretty solid game.
At the line, shooting 2 for Bishop State, number 2, Cayman Brown.
Cayman Brown from Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, they've had a great game, so they don't need anything to mar it.
Especially something that might lead to an ejection.
Right,
You want to be playing tomorrow.
Correct. That's going to be a good matchup tomorrow. Wallace against Bishop.
Really, both games. Wallace against Shelton State on the ladies' side. Higgins off the rim on the 3 try. Frazier backing it out.
Right, and that's what he should do, back it out.
And stepping out with it is Sellers. A 91-67 win, a 77-70 win in regular season. 81-63 with a couple of minutes to go, Bishop State. And the Bison putting up some desperation heaves as we get inside 2. Fade away, Frazier with a miss, wrapped up by Edmond. Down it goes to Hodges.
That's out of bounds. That'll go back to Bishop. I don't understand the foul now because that's not in the playbook.
There is a point where you stop the fouling.
Yes.
And
you still play
29.
aggressive. You just, yeah.
I mentioned Granbury from Millington, Tennessee. That is where Justin Timberlake sang at the Strand Theater in Millington as a little 9-year-old.
Oh, didn't know that.
You see, I have all this worthless information.
And then they rolling the ball on the floor, too. Oh, I forgot. These are kids that were probably still in the bed at 12 noon.
In play to Higgins. Over to Hodges. Rejected by Sellers.
No. Check. That's a check.
Well, a technical foul on the jam and the hang.
Right. He pulled up. He muscled up on it.
Higgins shooting the free throws.
Yeah, that's a one-shot tick.
And the Bison will bring it in from the opposite end of the floor. Off the rim, rebounded by Edwards.
So they rescinded the over and back because there was a deflection on the ball.
Bishop State putting it in play from the far sidelines. Season about to end for the Bison and about to move on for Bishop State. Into the game is Bryson Colbert. Of course, he's from Lake Charles, Louisiana, so he may be Colbert.
Oh, yeah.
Edmond off the rim. That's your ball game. Bishop State advancing and the season wrapping up for the Bison. 84-64, your final. Coach, been great to have you all day long.
I've enjoyed myself. Good luck to you guys tomorrow in that championship game. We'll be looking, like I said, I've got it already set to record.
And it'll be on Alabama Public TV and one for the ladies. Wallace Hansville and Shelton State. Right about 3:30 for the men. Bishop State and Wallace Hansville. For the coach, Van Penaway. And for the ACCC, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody. Thanks for watching.